Hello everyone, and good evening, and welcome to this live stream. Welcome to your first live stream, Kvkak 37. How you doing? How you all doing? Hope you're doing well, as always. And if not, as always, I hope I'm at least able to bring you a bit of relief during this live stream. First time watching live, welcome. Sierra Jade. Welcome Meshuggah, the 100th, welcome back. Today I'm going to play a scenario that was emailed to me, sent to me by, hang on, let me look up their Discord name. Wolgore. Yes. And let's see, you know, I've checked it out, it looks like a fun scenario. You can see the goal already at the top. Thank you for the 4 months, Jimmy Lily. Hello Marcel, finally I can catch up your stream. Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've seen you, but thank you very much for the subscription. And thank you also for the follow, Zori444, during the intro. Yes, it's Wednesday already. Tomorrow it's a new video. Same time here, first time watching live. Normally I watch them a few hours later. Yeah, I mean, I understand the lifetime, you know, not for everyone. It's afternoon in America, and it's night in, like, Australia, so they can't always watch. Hi, thank you for the gifted sub, Meshuggah5. I appreciate that very much. And it's also, you know, it's evening in Europe, so sure, people are more likely to be able to watch, but it's, you know, they might have stuff to do. People tend to have a life and have other responsibilities. Or they might not feel like watching the stream right now, which is all fine. Greetings from Brazil. Ooh, greetings back to Brazil. You know, I don't... Brazil is one of those countries that a lot of people think is much smaller than it is. And also maybe has less people than they think it has. Brazil is absolutely massive. It's bigger than the 48 contiguous states of the United States. You know, with Alaska, it's bigger than Brazil, but otherwise it wouldn't be. And it has a, you know, of course, Rio and Sao Paulo, which people do tend to know. It is absolutely massive. Yeah, Brazil is huge, and like half of it is the Amazon. The Amazon is absolutely massive as well. Now, I don't know too much about Brazil other than, you know, some geographic knowledge. A few cities and stuff. I would like to go to Brazil, but I would like to go to pretty much every country at some point. So that doesn't really make Brazil special. Yeah, 8.6 million square kilometers. That's a pretty meaningless figure. That's like when people say stuff like, you know, 8 billion chickens are killed every week for food, or, you know, some statistic like that. And I'm like, or, you know, 8 billion this, 20 million that a day. I'm like, okay, that doesn't really tell me much. Or like, you know, we leak 20 tons of plastic, or 20,000 tons of plastic in the oceans every day. I'm like, okay, what is 20 tons of plastic? Is that much? Is that little? Or 20,000 tons or whatever the figure is. That's the problem with those figures, it doesn't really tell me much. That was a weird tangent. Let's get into the scenario. Let's see. It's called Platinum something. Yeah, Platinum Heights. Welcome to Platinum Heights. The local area has given you and your team the legendary Square Lighthouse, which this must be. They have provided 2 rides, Hurricane and Lighthouse Falls. They want you to start immediately. Goal, have 4,000 guests at the end of year 4 and rating of 600. Yes, this is fan-made. Can you beat a scenario with only 1 or 2 pieces of path in the park? Already did that, made a video on it. It's called Forest Frontiers with just 4 tiles. Although, does abuse a glitch a little bit. Other than that, I'm not sure. Ooh, we got a custom ride. Well, let's build it. It is basically an inverted ship. But, different. Let's test it. Ooh, we also got custom paths. After this, I'm gonna fix the channel points real quick. Because, you know, when I do the Giga Park, I don't really want all those rewards of, you know, me having to build a coaster or whatever, coloring it. Because I want it to actually look nice. But here, that's of course fine. So, hang on. Let me go to channel points. That one must maybe enabled. This one every 20 minutes. How often is this one? Every hour? Nah, let's do every 20 minutes. No, not every 20 hour. And then pick a coast time for me to build was every 2 hours. That may be every 45 minutes again. Alright, there we go. That should all be fixed. What's up, SOS823? Breakdown in 8 days. We've already got a breakdown. Ooh. Do I have a staff? I do. Hang on. 2 mechanics aren't tasked to do anything. They're useless. They're just money sinks. What? I mean, no one ever uses this. No one ever was like, I only want this mechanic to fix rides, or only this mechanic to only inspect rides. But yeah, that's possible. But I'm having none of that. Oh, hang on. Do we have... Oh, we don't even have the info stall. We do have a chili dogs at fry stall. Which is obviously... Okay, there's the entrance. Is there any stalls in there? No. It's obviously just a hot dog stall. Oops. We don't have a balloon stall and a drink stall. We don't even have toilets. I haven't done any research of this scenario other than, you know, took a quick look at it and at the goal. I hadn't even read the, you know, the info bit about the scenario. Okay, let's go shops and stalls first, because I need some important ones. Oh, thank you for the follow, Harry Kidney. Did you ever build a park with the no money cheats to have like a sandbox or fun park? I mean, I've built a mega park before. So, yes. Although I did use money there, but I cheated it in. So that was basically just not using money. What else? Let's take a look at the financials. Okay, we can borrow quite a bit. Like 70k. 15% is fairly high, but not stupidly high. Let's do some ads. Hurricane is broken down. Is that the same ride again? How unreliable is that ride? Hang on, I'm gonna check that in a minute. Okay, so apparently we can charge for both the rides and the exit and the entrance. Yeah, hang on, we're gonna set this to 0. So we can charge more for this. The only problem is that in these kinds of scenarios, often the ride price manager gets confused. And even if you set the entrance to 0... Oh, now it works. But I've had cases where even if you set the entrance to 0, it still thinks you charge for it. So that's good. Yeah, it's looking quite good, this scenario. What do you think is the best amusement park game after Tycoon 2? Probably Planet Coaster. Okay, that... It has a reliability of 65%. That's not that low. But how about the other, which is already broken down twice and is not fixed at the moment? Reliability of 31%. How did that happen? What? Okay, you know what? We're gonna refurbish this. There we go, 100% reliability. That calculator, it's not a calculator, it does it automatically for me. I'm gonna also refurbish this. 100% reliability, thank you. They're still broken down, they still need to be fixed. Where's the music? They're both broken down. God, this is an awful park. There we got some music. Why is he... Oh, he's actually in Hurricane. Hang on. Can he... Where's my see-through? What? He was trapped there? Hang on. The other one was also trapped above the station. Oh, that's sneaky. This is like a mean scenario. What? Okay then. Is there anything in the lighthouse I should know about? Doesn't appear to be. Well, what the hell? That... That's really weird. But it's fixed now. Where's the third mechanic actually? The middle one. Okay, the middle one, which actually had tasks at the start. The other one didn't have tasks. Middle one wasn't screwed. How about all my handymen? They seem to be fine. What happened? The two mechanics were trapped in a little path piece above the station. And they were trying to fix the rides, but obviously they couldn't get to it because, well, they were trapped. So the rides weren't being fixed. This is I love it. It's amazing. Okay, we're getting a shop or stall. That's good. See what other rides we got. Why do we have 3 of the same? These are all custom rides. Except the side friction. Hang on. We don't even have... Oh, this is an LIM with custom trains. Okay. And this is a twister and this is a corkscrew. Are the pre-built rides stats any good? Ooh, 877, 720. That's what I thought. These trains give plus 30% excitement. Because 877 and 722, that's not... You don't get that with this kind of limb coaster. These trains are overpowered. These are custom trains. Modeled after some real-life trains. And someone made them apparently fairly overpowered. Let's launch this a bit faster. It's going very slowly through these loops. Okay, ad campaigns are finished. Let's redo those. And this one. Okay, we didn't need a half entry to the park. Let's see if we got any restrictions. Oh, rating is harder to... Okay, we need rides of 600 meters and longer. Because guests are harder to attract. Good to know. How long is this one? Oh, of course, it needs to retest. 670. Okay, that's good. And how about this one? 550 and also not enough excitement. Oh, that's still fine. How do the Dutch pronounce cookie? Well, like that. The Dutch word for it is koekje, which is fairly close. What do we got here? Okay, this is all fairly standard. I say fairly standard, it's very standard. It is very standard. Already knew about that. Let's put one of these. This is a very non-standard park, but I like it. I wasn't expecting it at all. Oh, hang on, that got screwed up. Okay, we got a cash machine. Not really what I was hoping for, but it's still going to be very useful. Because we're going to be charging a lot for our rides. No transportation rides. I barely built them anyway. Right, cash machines. Yes, I want cash machines. I don't have enough money to build a cash machine. I suppose that could be construed as ironic. And let's build one here. That ought to be enough. Let's build another one here. Just make sure that they never run out of money. Okay, let's build a coaster here. Let's build a corkscrew. Where to do the station? I think the station will be fine here. Yes. Okay, so you should get excited because we have an extra video this week. That's right, we have 3 videos. I mean, one's already been, it was on Monday. And then tomorrow's, of course, the second video. And on Saturday we got an extra video, which is very short. Made it in 2 hours. But I wanted to make it. And I won't tell too much about it. Other than that, it's a very bright video. If that hint tells you enough, then well done, I suppose. In the meantime, let's make this a very good corkscrew coaster. Do you upload stream highlights or VODs? I upload VODs to my second channel, which is Marcel Doos. Or DOS. We only have one train. I mean, they are quite long. These trains also give plus... oh, they're... Are they the exact same trains? I mean, the image was the same. Yeah, they're the same trains. So they're very overpowered. So that's going to be a high excitement rating, which means we can charge a lot. Which means we're going to be rich. Although we do have the slight issue that it appears to rain a lot in this park. Which is not going to be very nice. But while in the few times that it doesn't rain, we're going to be rich. I hope. You know what, let's make the station very long. So we can do 3 trains. Is this 2 or 3 trains? Okay, this is 3 trains, good. I wonder how fast it goes here. Can I get away with another one of these? Yeah, probably. Nah, let's do another one. Half loop. Doesn't fit. Screw you. We'll go that way. There we go, much better. The ads are gone again. More ads. I have a very high maximum loan, so I'll just borrow more money. I'll worry about paying it back later. Don't take financial advice from me. That's not a very good idea. What's the name of the scenario? Platinum Heights, but it's a custom one, so if you're thinking about downloading it, it's not gonna happen. I mean, if I provide a download, but if you think about, if you think about just playing it, that's not gonna happen. Because you won't have it. I kind of want to do a loop around that bit. So, let me just lower the land here. When Rainbow Valley? Never. I don't think I will ever play Rainbow Valley on stream because it's an annoying scenario. Oh, we can perfectly do this here. Yes. Oh no, I'm in debt. Let's borrow some more. Isn't that what some kind of rich people do sometimes? I don't know how being rich works. I'm not rich. Okay, this one has quite a few inversions. I think it's 5, so should be a fairly high intensity rating. I wonder if it's gonna be fine. I wonder if it's even gonna make it. Alright, let's bump that up. I have no idea if this is even gonna be, you know, not extreme enough or too extreme. But that I mean too extreme. Not extreme enough is not really a thing. Color or rind of your choice. Alright, go ahead. Now this actually, the speed seems to be quite reasonable. Brakes, we don't need brakes. What do we need brakes for? We don't need our rides to be safe. Give the corkscrew some spooky colors. Alright, it's almost Halloween for you Americans. And I suppose also some... I don't know, if we do this brown. And then that. That's kind of spooky. We do the trains like kind of orange-like. That's fairly spooky, pumpkin-y. What are the stats? Not yet available. I think they'll be alright. We do have 5 inversions, but the corkscrew can usually handle that. 841, 863. That's pretty damn good. I mean, this is of course a little bit cheated with the overpowered trains. But still, it's pretty nice. I don't have the wooden coaster Thendu. You can pick from these. These three are a corkscrew coaster, an LIM launched coaster, and a twister coaster. Then we have a water coaster, which seems to be a cross between a hardline and a water coaster. And the side friction, which is the only normal coaster type. And side friction is sort of wooden, so do you want that one? The classic spooky colors are black, purple, green, and orange. I could go for purple. But if I do that, that actually does make it kind of spooky. Bright green? Yeah, bright green is better than dark. Side friction it is. Alright. Yeah, let's try to not make it crash. I would kind of like my guests to survive. That would be nice, if only because park rating business. This is a long drop though. Now, this is a very useful coaster to have the pre-test, you know, the ghost trains on. We already have 800 guests. I'm not going to plan to advertise all the way through. But I will advertise a lot for now, because that means we quickly get some guests. Which means we quickly make a lot of money. Alright, that seems safe. Speaking about money, let's talk about real life money for a bit. I've been approached by Raid Shadow Legends to do a sponsorship for the 4th time now. The previous 3 times were for a YouTube sponsorship. This one is for Twitch. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry. If only because the sponsorship deal would require me to play Raid Shadow Legends for at least 2 hours in one go on a live stream. Now, I don't think I would be able to bring it up to play that game enthusiastically for 2 hours straight. And that wouldn't, you know, if they paid enough, I would be able to, definitely. You know, everyone's got a sellout price. I do too. But I don't think they pay enough. So, yeah. And then, you know, I would get a bonus if enough of you with, you know, the tracked link that I would then give. I would also need to, like, set up a whole thing and do a social media post beforehand and all stuff like that. And, you know, if enough of you downloaded it, I would get a bonus. And if enough of you get to level 25 in the game, which is apparently quite valuable, with, you know, a bonus. But let's face it, that's never gonna happen. I don't think any of you would download it, because it's not a game most of you would be interested in. So, and even if 10 of you downloaded it, I don't think that even would give me a bonus. So, yeah, don't get Raid Shadow Legends, you will probably not like it. I do it every time to help my favorite streamers. I can understand that. But yeah, I would feel a bit like, you know, for the price they offered, I would feel a bit, you know, disingenuous to be here like, this game is awesome, you know, stuff like that. Just, I wouldn't be able to bring that up. The only, I mean, I'm comfortable with saying the name, because you already know about the game anyway. And I'm only here telling you that it's a shit game. And you shouldn't play it. I did get another email about a different game, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Because I'm actually interested in that sponsorship, and you know, I have no idea if I'm actually gonna do it. But this is the first time I've responded positively to a sponsorship, but you know, I'm interested. And if it, you know, if I'm eventually gonna do it, you'll see it sometime on my channel. I don't know when. Might not, you know. Depends on a lot of things. Wouldn't get your hopes up. Name a ride of your choice. Well, which one would you like to name? Forest Frontier. Now what does that remind me of? Oh, we got a chicken nugget stall. We still don't have a toilet. Okay, you know what? I want more coasters first. Toilets can wait. But I am gonna build a little bit of a food court near the end of my park. Let's make these a different color. There we go. We don't even have an info kiosk. Or do we? Hang on. Yeah, we do. But it's not built by me. Because I don't have it available. Oh, these are free. To hell with that. Why is that hot dogs looking so red? Because it's a chili dogs and fries stall. Do you have any staff? I do. But probably not for long. How much money am I making a month? Ooh, 10k already. That's not bad. I mean, we are charging a lot for this one. 21 bucks. That's a guest I clicked on. I like these little buildings. Oh, these are actual stalls. Drinks on the beach. And... hang on. What is in there? Is there a toilet in there? No, there's nothing in there. Oh, there's a pizza stall in there. Huh. Oh, 2 months. Thank you for the 2 months. Sabrina Ribina. Yeah, time does fly. Although, technically you've only been subscribed for 1 month yet, because you just started the second one. I was thinking of something. Right, do I have any... maybe there's toilets hidden somewhere that were already there. Yeah, we do have toilets. I just can't build them myself. Hang on, there are just 3 toilets in a row here. Wow. That is cute. Okay, we do have toilets. That's pretty nice. How expensive are they? Free. Okay, that's good. At least they're not too expensive. Rabina is a drinks brand. The only word I've come across that rhymes with my name. Nice. Drown the next guest to enter your park. Alright, let's see what that's gonna be. Hang on, where are my vertical edges? There they are. Come on. Oh, I don't think any will, because I need to advertise for that first. Okay, now some will come. Come on. Come on, I'm advertising. You will come. You should come. You shall pass. And all that stuff. There we go. It's orange guy. Oh, thank you for the 6 months, Knackwurst. Ah, that's a long time. Thank you very much. And bye-bye, Mr. Orange. Finally got a live stream. Welcome to your first live stream, Donzia. Or Donzia. Maybe if you're Dutch. Oh, and thank you for the 2 months, Ingrid. Give me those Discord icons for spamming Discord servers. As long as you don't spam mine, I'm fine. Might need to look into getting some non-traceable payment to sub. I mean, you don't need to sub. It's nice. I like it when you sub. It's very nice, but it's not like I expect it. Why are you killing people? Because there's a channel reward for that. Okay, I would actually kind of like my water to be transparent. Thank you very much. Looks a lot better. What are the stats of your... Were the stats of your 2 new rides good? Yes. This is 841, 863, 413, which is a bit cheated because this custom train has a plus 30% on the excitement. Otherwise you would never get this good an excitement from this corkscrew. And this one is 612, 701, 399, and there's nothing. That's actually higher than I expected. There's nothing custom going on here. How long is the cooldown? Like 5 minutes? Something like that, maybe 10? Let me check. Turn a guest. 10 minutes. Yeah, it used to be 5, but that was a bit too often for me to easily keep up with. Hi, thank you for the follow. Lego RJ. 35. Let's build a twister coaster. We're making some good money, so let's build a big fat money maker. Let's go for boosters. Like me some boosters. What do you say? Shall we make this have an excitement rating above 10? On the first try, without testing in between. I'm setting you up for really high expectations. I'm not sure if I can do that. But I'll try. Okay, it makes that. That's good. And we need another half loop. Wait, it doesn't fit. No, we'll do a short half loop. Which looks really weird, this element. But that's fine, that's fine. Alright, time for a vertical loop. And you know what's going to happen with that. It's going to go a bit fast. Let's do it a bit higher. Oh, we got a compact invert. That's pretty good. What's the preference of the guests? None. Just generic. Okay, so do you guys know about this track piece? Where you go from banked and level to upwards and unbanked while doing a turn. Thank you for the subscription. For the sub, Churbanski. Tomorrow's... No, not tomorrow's... Yeah, well, it is actually tomorrow's video. No. It's Monday's video. Monday's video is about this track piece. And about, you know, it being the forgotten track piece because a lot of people don't know about it. At least, you know, I didn't know about it until a few years ago. How good am I building coasters without ghost trains? Pretty good. I mean, not much worse. Because, you know, both this coaster and this coaster were designed well immediately. I didn't make any mistakes and go back. Oh, wow. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Jimmy Lilly. I appreciate that very much. And it's very generous. I use it directly after stations for pre-lift stuff. That's actually one of the examples in my video where you can use it for. You people have been very generous the past this live stream and the live stream before that. Which, you know, I don't really need to say it, but it's very generous. I'm very grateful for that. No, I don't play Planet Coaster or Parktect. I think it might be one too low now. Let's see what happens if I'm one higher. Yes, that works. Perfect. Hey, thank you for another gifted sub, Captain Confusion. Thank you. A loopy da poopy. No, this is interlocking loopy da poopy. And thank you for the follow, Mixerius. Okay, so by the way, did you know that you can take this track piece at up to 91 kilometers per hour before getting excessive lateral G's? Which is the same as a steep slope. So it's actually quite fast. Alright, see ya Jimmy. Was fun having you here. And have a good night. Yeah, I know that about that track piece now because I've done a video about it. I mean the video is not live yet, but you'll see it on Monday. Is there a banked slope to large flat turn 2? No. You know what there is? There is the opposite piece. Which is this one, you know, basically the same when you're going down. But you build it in a really counterintuitive way. Because what you do is you flag the turn and then you just click on level. You never click on bank. But you know what is weird? If you are banked and you have a small turn, you can actually click on level. As if the opposite, you know, going from banked to level or banked to unbanked while doing the same turn thing exists. But if you click on it, it glitches out and no thing appears. But now you can click on going up. But still nothing appears. You can't build anything. But you can go back to that. So it appears that that's kind of the kind of a thing that did exist, but then wasn't programmed in. But still some kind of relic of something that was meant to be implemented but never was. At least that was all, you know, that's what I assume. Thank you for the follow, Nika912. Alright, that's finished. What's your opinion on the Roller Coaster Tycoon story game for mobile phones? I actually have it on my phone. It's absolutely garbage. Don't play it. Don't do it. It's really terrible. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, DML fan 928. I think we reached level 3 of the hype train? Or 4? I'm not sure. When was that quote? What quote? Ah, this is level 3 complete, yes. Okay, what are the stats? I actually thought we were going to go for 10. I completely forgot that halfway and I don't think we're going to reach it. If I was actually going for 10, I would have made it longer, but I entirely forgot about that. Okay, 967. That's quite close to 10 still. Don't forget the exit path. Oh, that's actually a good one. Because I was about to forget it. How much can we charge for this? 23. That's very good. Let's give this some interesting colors. Okay, this is kind of bog standard. Let's go this. This is a little bit less standard, for me at least. I mean, any of you can step in, use channel points and recolor it, which is fine. Make it blue so it looks invisible. That's not really how that works. I mean, this is... doesn't really look invisible. Doesn't look bad though, this blue. But I do like the grey. Color or ride is your choice. Well, there we go. How much will 1 bit add to the hype train? I think you need a lot of 1 bits to get us 1 level further. Make it bright pink, lime green and orange. This actually doesn't look bad. Maybe it's because it's not a big wooden coaster with massive supports. Well, I mean, it doesn't contribute literally 0, I think, RC. It's just not an entire percent. This is not too bad. It's gonna make us a lot of money. Would this be a bite then? Nice. Now candy style music to make it complete. There's the candy, there's the candy. I still prefer this. What do you think of that? Let's go back to candy. I think I can pay back some of the loan. We still don't have a max park rating. Why is it not going up? It should be going up. Let me hire some more handymen. Maybe something wrong with that. Entertainers! Just force the happiness into the guests. Do they arrive unhappy or something? Well, they all seem to be happy. Let's get more. Are they happy? I see a lot of big smiles. Leaving the park. Yeah, they tend to be unhappy. Well, that was predictable. Fire all my staff. And there we go. Luckily, no ride is broken at the moment. This will make some good money. You know what I like? I like this little addition of the scenery on the exit line. Like a gate that only staff would go through. Actually, no, guests also come through it from the other side. But at least it's a little gate. Thank you for the follow. On my game. How does that work? I mean, guests just ignore it. It's done with what's it called? 0 clearance. What are the guest numbers in the park right now? I mean, we got 1088. Thank you for the follow. Brusque giraffe. Oh, we got a compact. I already knew that. We got a mini roller coaster. Well, we're gonna get another roller coaster. Alright, let's go for thrill rides and water rides. Alright, thank you guys for the hype train. 11 gifted subs and 9 bits, which are for Max. Oh, the numbers of the guests. Oh, we're actually we're on the 7,000s. I had no idea. Lol. Thank you for the follow, Too Fast 2D. This park is full of surprises. It's pretty amazing. I suppose you want to drown a guest, which is why you asked. Okay, we're gonna get compact inverted coaster trains for compact inverted coaster. What the hell? Doesn't even fit on one line. How long can you make it if you make like really longly named custom stuff? Please let 7777 out of this world. I wonder if they're still in the park. Probably they are. Let's see. They are. Well, not for much longer though. Bye-bye! Fortunately you can't swim, so now you're dead. They died quite quickly because they were really energized. Alright, let's build a twist. What the hell's this lag? Okay. Twists are basically a boring, gentle thrill ride. Twists are the most uninteresting thrill ride in the game. Change my mind. I don't think you will try to change my mind because I'm pretty sure you'll all agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. Twists are incredibly uninteresting. Name or ride is your choice. Go ahead. Thank you for the follow, Asmonod. So why is there like a million variations of it IRL? It's not necessarily a boring ride IRL, but in the game it's boring. Oh wait, you didn't say IRL, you say just a million variations. Maybe because it's easy to make a variation on it? I don't know. I had this muted because I was in a meeting and the dichotomy of music is absolutely petrifying. Thank you. Okay, we still don't have a name from Ingrid. Oh wait, we do, never mind. Please name the new Twister Coaster Full Bull Rebel MC. Alright. Full Bull Rebel MC. There we go. We have a lot of people saying their first chat message today. Which is interesting. A lot of new people. So recently I can see it if this is your very first chat message ever in one of my streams. They can't find the toilets. Well, I don't have the toilets available. Can I rehire staff again though? Yes, that was 5 minutes ago. I can. After that I'll do my rainbow Ferris wheels. Do 20 of them. There we go. Phobic, that's your first message. It's not yours, Raichu Mouse. How do you see that? Twitch just gives me a little notification. It said, you know, first chat message of viewer. That's 0 Area 0. You're first. Yeah, Asmonod, I saw you were first. A few minutes ago. You're first. Do you also see when someone sent his first message of the day? No, just your first message ever in my streams. Which doesn't necessarily mean you're a new viewer, of course. But it's close. Because it does kind of mean you're somewhat new to the stream. Kind of want to find an area where I can easily build... Ah, this is a good area. Not sure how smart it is to do it all the way out here. But I'll build path to it. I just want a flat area where I can build 6 of these next to each other. Let's get one going with music. Yeah, they'll complain that they can't get to it, but that's fine. Would you be interested in a remaster of RCT2 with 3D graphics and maybe more scenery stuff and music? No! I mean, yes, but no. Not 3D graphics. The graphics would need to be updated and more detailed, but very much in the same style. Basically like how Age of Empires 2 did its remakes. That's something I would be interested in. I was gonna go Dutch, but I would not even just be interested in that. I actually plan on making a video why we need that. At some point. And you know, that would include cheats. Because I need cheats to make my videos. That would also include multiplayer functionality. Isn't Parkitect kind of like that? Yes, but not really. Parkitect is not a remaster of this game, because that's plagiarism. Parkitect is its own game, inspired by this game. But Parkitect is a very different game. This game already has name recognition, which is why people would be more likely to purchase it. if it was remastered. Yeah, you can already do multiplayer Astronaut in Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, which is the mod I'm using right now. But then, you know, it will be official and, you know, more stable and all that kind of stuff. Because it will be officially supported. And also, you know, currently I'm not on the developer version of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. You know why? Because the launcher just wouldn't launch. Hang on, there's another LIM coaster here. It's not this one. What's the other one? The decoration, I suppose? Hang on. Where is it? What colors is it? It's a red. Is it on the ground? There's supposed to be a red LIM coaster here. Oh, it's made invisible, probably. Hang on. No, that's not the one I want. Show tile inspector. There we go. There it is. Found it. Anyway, there we go. Let's color these. But yeah, you know, there's the thing with quite a lot of time in OpenRCT, there are bugs in new versions, which is to be expected, but it can still be annoying. And also the fact for me, which is annoying, is that things are different between the open version and the vanilla version, which I might not know, and sometimes I will test it, but I can't test everything. Which is sometimes on purpose, sometimes it's a mistake, aka a bug. There's a lot of things that are annoying about OpenRCT2 being an unofficial version that not everyone uses. But I do. And I need it. And it's amazing, but doesn't mean that it doesn't have annoying aspects. Alright, there we got our rainbow Ferris wheels. So if I took that sponsorship, which I talked about earlier, then I would roughly now suddenly switch to that game and play that for 2 hours. Because I wouldn't do it at the start of a stream. I would do it, that they specifically said that in the email, at the middle of the end of a stream, to already build up some viewership. Which makes sense from a marketing perspective, of course. Because now you're already here, so you would see the game that I would, you know, advertise. Yeah, there's another bug in the current version that all the scenery kind of becomes in this miscellaneous bit. Which is really weird. Yeah, it's also a good way to lose viewers. Well, I don't think I would lose a lot of permanent viewers if I did that for one stream. You know, most of you would just return the next time. Pretty sure of it. But I would lose some viewers. And I would also think that most of you would be gone after 15 minutes. And might I add, rightfully so. Thank you for the follow. A yellow-orange, which is a bit paradoxical, but okay. Depends on what game it is. Well, I really shouldn't be saying the name, because that's kind of advertising, but I'll preface it, or preface, is that the pronunciation, by don't get this game. You've probably already heard of it. It's called something something No Sunlight Legends. Thank you for the follow, Smashing Jimmy. And, yeah. Let's build a coaster. Compact invert. Have you played Metroid Dread yet? I've never heard of it. I've heard of Metroid, but not specifically of Metroid Dread. There's no such thing as bad press. Yeah, you see, that very much depends on what you do. For me, there definitely is such a thing as bad press. If I would suddenly be accused of all kind of bad things, whether they're true or not, that's going to be not going to be very good for my YouTube channel. Even though more people would be aware of me. Although it is true that it's different for companies. For people, even if with a lot of bad press I would make more money, it would still be bad because it would screw me up mentally. But corporations don't really... Like, if a corporation gets bad press, you know, Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever, which happened with Dasani water in the UK like 15 years ago, then all the bad press is directed at the corporation, which means that no single person is attacked. So it's very different. But yeah, a person, even if you do make more money, it's not fun being attacked. Well, obviously. Remember the woman who made a sort of bad joke and then got fired and threatened with their lies to the point she had to move? Yeah, there was a TED talk about her. That is really bad. Even if she genuinely made a racist remark, it was a joke, but even if she genuinely meant it, she doesn't deserve to have her life destroyed like that. Alright, let's see if it even makes it. I'm not entirely sure of that. Okay, it does. Good. Now, you see, Raycon earbuds is something I would have no problem advertising. Even if I might not necessarily use the product, I don't really like to have earbuds in my ear. You know, that's a thing I have no problem with. Because I've read that they're a decent product. And sure, it's something that I might use if I did like earbuds. My local elections are right now, and I'm getting mailers and commercials, and now even a robot phone call for one of the candidates, and I'm definitely voting for the other guy now. Nice. In this culture, it's cancel or be cancelled. Not really. I don't cancel, and I don't ever see myself being cancelled, to be honest. My worst offense, if I'm gonna be accused of anything bad, is gonna be being inconsistent. A bit like boy in a band. And, you know, suddenly not making videos for a while, which is probably not gonna happen again, but, you know, it's happened a few times. Stuff like that. American culture isn't cancel culture. There are a few people who try to do that, but most people aren't like that. I believe that most people are reasonable people, like you and me. I don't know, let's build a 3x3 open area. And see guests struggle with that. Oh, same, Max. I also got YouTube Premium just like a week ago to get rid of ads on my phone. And also so that I don't feel guilty about using an ad blocker on my computer. And I don't use an ad blocker anymore for YouTube because I have Premium. Yeah, that's fine. Don't get lost. Well, they absolutely will. Well, no, they won't really, but they'll take longer than they should to get through this. I wish I was better at making coasters. I can't seem to get stats that aren't terrible. Let me guess. Your coasters are way too intense. Berker. Or, no, Berserker. The 5.3 is supposed to be an SE, right? Yeah, he's already struggling. Thinking about getting premium with my first paychecks. Ads are annoying and inconsistent. If they're your first paychecks, you might want to consider spending them on something a bit more, you know, stuff like food. Then again, I'm not one to give financial advice. What actually are the stats of this thing? 6, 8.1, 7.3. That's pretty good. Now, you say adblock, 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 Sabrina, but adblock is my main source of revenue. And my YouTube is actually doing better than ever. Which is amazing. I'm currently getting a really high CPM. Which I suppose is partly because Christmas is coming. Which is why I'm going to double down on good videos. And not just videos that I think are good, but that I think will also get a lot of views. Because in this time that's important. Because, you know, there are certain videos that I want to make, but that I think would not necessarily get a lot of views. Which I will still make. But in the time that my YouTube channel is doing well and making a lot of money per view, it's wiser to make other videos first. Because ultimately, you know, that is the thing. People sometimes, you know, when YouTubers take sponsorships or play, suddenly, you know, go with a popular game or whatever, they call them sellouts or something. Ultimately, YouTubers do have to live from it. And, you know, you may hate sponsorship, sponsored videos or whatever with the ads in the video. Yeah, but, you know, we make a living like that. And if we don't do that, we have less money, which means we can invest less in videos, or we would even need to quit entirely. Yeah, if someone crashes the go-karts, they're gonna drown. So I advise them to not do that. If they do, this is not really my problem. Oh, we got a river rapid. That's pretty cool. Don't go over the edge. Otherwise, you will die. Alright. Park's doing pretty well. We're at 1,500 guests. We have a lot of money. And yeah, don't have much else to say. Look at this money, it's going up very fast. Weekly profit at up to 7,000 almost. Well, 6,000. Does anyone else build barriers around the go-karts or coasters when they're close to the path, even though the guests can't wander onto the track? No, I don't really care about realism. Name a ride of your choice. Go ahead. Oh, and pick a coaster type for me to build. Go ahead. Pick one. We don't have a mini roller coaster or a water coaster yet, but you can also pick the other ones. Name a ride DQW4W9WGXCQ. Why do you want to rickroll us? I wouldn't know that URL by heart, but I do recognize it. There we go. It's the Rickroll go-karts. Water coaster, alright. Where to build? We have a lot of space. So I'm gonna build it where we have less space, because compactness is cool. Also, it's gonna rain. Need one lower. Does that trigger you? Yeah, I think I can go more extreme with that. Actually can't, because there's land in the way. We'll keep it like this. Does that trigger you? It'll be absolutely fine. It's not even close to excessive lateral G's. In those turns you need to go 100 kilometers per hour before you get excessive G's. I like Marcel Vos. Thank you. And let's go up again. Oh, I completely forgot about harder gas generation. I suppose all my coasters fulfill the requirements anyway. Yeah, they do. They're all at least... This one's 600, right? Yeah, 783. This one's like a kilometer. 925. Easy. Ever been to Energylandia in Poland? I've never been to Poland. So, yeah. Ads ignored anyway, but I don't have ads on. Thank you for the Prime sub, Raggets. I appreciate that. Why am I doing a banked turn there? That's not necessary. Lots of water pieces. Let's see, we need to go down to 10.5. Hang on, I think it fails to make it somewhere. Is it just not making that or anything? Nope. My favorite in the real life theme park. That must be Walibi Holland. I haven't been to many. What if all the guests in this park have YouTube Premium? They won't see the ads. Well, I don't have ads running. So, I don't know. Alright, let's just make this bit lower. The other way. There we go. Good enough. Oh, enter's not built. Well, now it's built. Test. Ask a jury question. What planet is roller coaster happening on? On roller coasters, dus. No, that roller coasteria. That doesn't really sound like a planet. That sounds more like a realm. Ooh, we got some head chopper action going on there. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's some nice stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's go for more roller coasters and shops and stalls again. Color ride of your choice. Go ahead. These are custom cars, by the way. They give no stat bonuses. Color this water ride all black. Alright. It's black, just like the inside of my soul. You have a name coming. Black. Yeah. The water ain't black. No, it ain't. But I can't make this water black unless the rest of the water is also black. And I don't really want the rest of the water to be black. Let's see, what rides do we have? We have Dinghy Slide, River Rapids. We unlock... Oh, Motion Simulator. Yeah, I like that. The Black Death. Alright, I'll just name it the Black Death and I'll just make sure that people can't rename this ride. Because I have the power to just say, ride rename doesn't work on this one. Unless someone comes up with a better name, which I judge to be better. Because I have the power in this live stream. Which I say right at the moment that Max adds that quote. The Black Depth for that pun. If Sabrina likes it. Did you not say that you cannot rename a ride that was already named by someone else? Yeah, but only if it was named with channel points. If it was named without channel points, then you can do it. This is the description. Only applicable on RCT2 streams, not applicable for rides already named by someone else's channel points. Yes, but I still have the power. Yeah, this technically wasn't done on channel points yet, but Sabrina is planning to do that. I do have like an exception in the color that you can't recolor, like these rainbow Ferris wheels, for example. You know, there's some exceptions, which are mostly common sense. Although I would totally expect Slime to make one of these salmon pink. More motion simulators, which are entirely useless with this, what's it called? Harder gas generation. Oh, Slime isn't here today. Can you please make the lighthouses red stripes, salmon pink? No, I like it red. I'm gonna build a coaster. I've already built all the coasters that I have. So I'm gonna build a twister. What about the white stripes? Oh, that's a band. Let's build it here, so that we have a reason to build path towards here. I know not much about the white stripes. I know their one ultra famous song. I can play the intro, well, you know, the riff. Do, 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 do. I can do that on guitar. Other than that, yeah, I know nothing about the White Stripes. Well, no songs at least. I want that one test. Does it make this? Better do. It do. Yeah, they are brother and sister, I didn't know that. That's why I said I don't know any other songs. Final offer, the black top part. Nope. I like it the way it is, and I would like to keep it that way. Someone put effort into this. Let's not destroy that. I like it how you phrased it as an offer. Like, if I'm... It's like I'm wanting something from you. Can I make a vertical loop here still? Oh, they were husband and wife. Alright, that's true. Close enough. You see, I don't know a lot about them. I totally believed that they were brother and sister when someone said it. And that's the thing. I knew that there was something like that with them. But apparently I didn't know it very well. So when someone told me something that sounds believable, then I believed it. And that's not something weird that's up with me, because that's how people work. Thank you for the follow, Verity147. You can give my delicious Marcel points to you. I have infinity Marcel points. So, I don't need the ones that are tainted by your filthy hands. Thank you for the follow, Z Special K. And let's head back to the station. Did you like that last unbanked turn? Yeah, no, let's not do that. It's going too fast. I think a corkscrew will be fine though. Hang on, there was a siren very close to my house and it just stopped. So something might be up right outside my house. Well, you misspelled that one, Max. Oh, you already saw that. By the way, I'm very excited for this weekend. Oh, hang on, that needs to be on the other side. Otherwise I will need to destroy the lighthouse. I'm very excited for this weekend because the Dutch Speed Skating Championships will finally be held. Yes, ice skating. And I'm expecting some spectacular things. I've looked at the air pressure predictions, and they seem to be pretty good. Like around 995, 1000 hectopascal, which is below average. So that is a good indicator of good final times. Because the lower the air pressure, the faster you can skate. And if you don't understand why, think of it literally as if there's less air pressure, there's less air. So you literally just have to push fewer air molecules out of the way to go fast. And that's why you can go faster if there's less air pressure. And that's also why if there's less air pressure, like at higher altitudes, it's more difficult to breathe, because there's literally less air. Remove all the air, that should be the most entertaining. I think also, well, there is of course, you know, what if you would skate in a vacuum wind tunnel? That's not really possible. If there's wind, there can't be a vacuum. But, you know, in a vacuum, for example, and you would give everyone oxygen tanks, would that work? Of course, the oxygen tank has a weight, which slows you down. But it's something to think about. So it's never gonna happen. But it is something interesting to think about. A few years ago, Dutch speed skater Kjeld Nuis set the world record for the fastest speed ever achieved on ice skates with 93 kilometers per hour. And he skated behind a car that had some kind of windshield behind it, so that he had the least air resistance possible on a like 2 kilometer long straight ice track somewhere in northern Sweden. I think it was near Luleå. Oh, the ice would not be slippery anymore. That's a good point. I like this coaster. It's funny because on stream I tend to build fairly large or at least medium-sized coasters anyway. So the harder gas generation bit doesn't really make it more difficult for me. Because I'm not really thinking about the harder gas generation when I'm building these coasters. But this one is over 600 meters long and it will have over 6 excitement. Easily. Do you watch anime or read manga? No. I only watched anime when I was young. AKA the Pokemon anime. Ooh, that's nice. Blue trains. That's cool. Now, I've never watched Dragon Balls. Do we need more staff? We could use some more handymen. Yeah, they weren't able to keep up at all. Let's do more entertainers as well. We have plenty of money. You pronounce it the same way as my husband. Well, I did it on purpose to annoy you guys. Did it work? Oh, now we have a floorless coaster. We have floorless trains, but floorless trains are not as overpowered as these. As these nuts. Oh, we got actually 10 excitement on this one because it's above water. Cool. That shows you how overpowered it is. This should never ever have 10 excitement, this ride. But because these trains give plus 30% excitement, they do. Darn a guest of your choice. The first guest to win the next go-kart race. Nice. Where's my go-kart? There's the go-kart. I think he's ahead. Come on. Let me click on you. There we go. I think you're gonna die. There's a YouTube channel called Enemy Spotted, I think. And they make, like, kind of synthetically created speech memes with SpongeBob. And they're always like, hey, SpongeBob, translate this into Slovenian. And then that turns out to be something like balls or nuts or, you know, something that sounds like that. It's stupid, but it's funny. Okay, who won? Oh, 9708 won. Or was that the previous race? Because this race might... Nope. Okay, 9708 then. So, you get to live. Hey Slime, what's up? How you doing? I like this, by the way, that you did something different, Doki. Bye-bye. I love the go-kart's name. Who thought of that? I think it was Max who did that. Doing good myself. What did you miss? Not much. Well, you missed all these rides, but nothing special in particular. Oh, it's a cool scenario, I suppose. By the way, Sunday we're gonna do the next episode of Gigapark, but Gigapark, especially with the training we're doing, is a bit demanding for me. You know, it's far out of my comfort zone. So I don't want to do that every stream. Okay, Max. What do you want to name? What do you want to name it? I'll build a new coaster afterwards. Oh, we got a mine train. That's nice. How much did they offer you to do the ad? I'm not so sure if I should talk about that. I'm not sure what the general, you know, if I talk about that, if that's generally accepted as good or bad practice. Okay, so I don't know this name gonna be allowed, so I'll send it to Discord. Now I'm curious. Okay. Yeah, oops, I accidentally started up a second instance of Roller Coaster Tycoon. As soon as it loads, I can close it. Okay, there we go. Sure, type it out in the chat, Max, because then I can more easily copy it. I'll name this Custom Thrill Ride it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but feel free to check it out. It's not a meme, you're not going to be trolled. Well, sort of a meme, but it's not a meme you will know. As Heli Mo1WC. But yeah, they didn't offer a lot. Which is understandable, because they probably wouldn't get a lot out of it. If I did take it. But they didn't offer enough. Yeah, let's say that they offered about 3 days worth of ad revenue on YouTube. Now you don't know how much that exactly is. But you can probably get a rough estimate from that. Since you know that I'm making enough to live, but not making enough to be rich. It was for that one game that everyone advertises. It's called, hang on. Oh, I forgot an exit path. Whoops. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Ah, they're perfectly fine there, those guests. Is streaming on YouTube enough for you to get around? Yeah, and in October pretty easily actually. I'm expecting to, especially, you know, in 2022 at the start of the year, to get less. But you know, right now it's doing really well. May I call you an idiot? For what? For forgetting the exit path? Or refusing the sponsorship? Either way, go ahead. Refusing the exit path. I mean, I've built one now. But I'm refusing to pick up the guests. I mean, my park rating is still at 999, so they're not giving me any problems. Okay, this one just needs to be 600 meters long and have over 6 excitement. Then it's enough. Yeah, YouTube is pumping ads out like they are on sale. I remember the time of skippable ads after 5 seconds. Now every ad is 20 plus seconds with a few skippable ones as second ads. It's so annoying. Well, it is making me more money. But I understand that. I mean, I did buy premium because of annoying ads. The thing is, people don't really have any other place to go. No single site will ever be able to compete with YouTube. Now, I mean, ever is a big word, of course. How expensive is YouTube Premium? Just to remove the ads, which is Premium Lite, is $7. Then all you get is removing the ads. Per month, yeah, $7 per month. Yeah, zero competition is a big problem for the consumer. Although, I would say that in terms of stuff like YouTube, competition would also be annoying for the consumer. Let me explain why. Let's say you want to search for a video on how to do, on how to make, you know, do something in Minecraft or whatever. If there are 3 different popular video platforms, then it might be on either 3, and you would need to search 3 platforms. If it's all on YouTube, then you only need to search YouTube. So it's a lot easier, and, you know, also, you know, you might see suggested videos, like, you know, you might see my video on how to beat Amity Airfield, because you've looked it up. And then you see in the suggested videos, oh, hey, he's also got a video on how to beat Rainbow Summit. That scenario is also giving me trouble. But that's not going to be happen. That's not going to happen if I have that on the... Okay, that's not a good example. I probably wouldn't have that on a different... You know, if someone else made a tutorial for that, but they put it on a different platform, like Vimeo or whatever. Google does have a video search. Yeah, but it still does limit. And, you know, then you would need to have 3 different sites. Now you have all your subscriptions on one site. You see, the thing about... Thank you for the follow, Nath Nold. The thing about competition, for example, having multiple people offering the same carpenting service or whatever, is that they're all offering the same service. But if there's competition within YouTube, then the service is not the same. Just like with the Netflix and the Hulu and the stuff. So you would need to actually be involved in all of them. Otherwise you will miss stuff. Because there are different videos on every platform. How much channel points do you have to redeem to make that lighthouse salmon pink? It's not gonna happen. Alright? I have standards. Google bought YouTube because they couldn't compete. No, Google bought YouTube because they saw a great business opportunity in it. And because if any, you know, it's better to have YouTube than to not have it. In that case, and they were right. I mean, they already bought it in 2006, it's a long time ago. Oh, there's a right in the way there. Alright. Let's test it. They had Google Video first, but that wasn't doing good. Oh, actually, they did? I didn't know about that. Yeah, there are a lot of issues with not having competitors. I am fully aware of that. But, you know, that's already been talked about. YouTube getting complacent, that's the thing why you don't want monopolies. So I didn't talk about that because, yeah, I'm aware of that. So I talked about the issues that there would be in these kinds of things when you do have competitors. And you already see it, someone else mentioned that, with the Netflix, the Hulu, the Amazon Prime, the Disney Plus and whatever else, you know, the Pornhub Plus. So that's annoying, because then suddenly it costs a lot more money if you want to watch everything you can watch. Also, thank you very much for the 8 months, Cody. It's me, the Cody guy. It is. And welcome to this live stream. Do you have like a break in your job or whatever? Break at work. It's Cody. Do we have any CCQLs? I don't think we do. We do have some, let's see, CMFWs, classic Marcel Ferris wheels. I should add it as a command. What was it? CMFW, classic Marcel Ferris wheels. By the way, what are the stats on this? Um, 708 excitement and 965 meters long. That's good enough. Let's make it salmon pink. Bright pink train. Classic Marcel exit path. That's just no exit path. How many channel points for salmon pink water? That's not gonna happen. I can't even do just salmon pink water, then the entire screen is gonna be salmon pink. You know, the stream does need to be watchable. Also, I should save. Okay, we're slightly more than halfway. Let's do a long dinghy slide. There's a pallet with just on water. Well, I don't think I have it. Might though. What's your favorite RCT1 scenario? Diamond Heights. I think it's the... Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Slime. The gift is a cringe, bro. Was that on purpose or random? But yeah, I think that Diamond Heights is probably the best scenario in the game. It shows you so much interesting stuff. It shows you that you can build synchronized coasters. It shows you that you can build Mobius coasters. Ah, random. Well, still cool. Color right of your choice. Hang on. So, I just colored... You guys are all, you know, going on about salmon pink stuff. I just, by myself, colored this right salmon pink, and you're all ignoring it. I would like you to paint the rightmost Ferris wheel, the one closest to the trees, entirely purple. I think that's already been done. But nice meme. Hang on. Oh, this is a swimming ride. There are invisible boats. That means I can't test whether it makes it because I can't see the boats. The lighthouse needs 2 cinemas, then I agree to be salmon pink. I'm not going for that immature joke. Not today. Will be very girthy though. Alright, let's do this, like a tower. Yeah, you did mention the salmon pink when I was still... Oh, that's right. But you didn't have any kind of response when I actually did it. The reason I'm building this towery kind of thing, layers or whatever, is because I just need 600 meters in length. And hopefully I also get the required excitement that comes with that. Can you imagine laying down on a conveyor belt up a hill? Well, now I can. I wasn't imagining it, but now I am. Seems rather unpleasant. Okay, that's not gonna work. Whee! Is this 600 meters? Might be close to it. I'm also not sure if it's gonna crash anywhere. Well, if it does, I don't really care. Let's see if it's long enough. Let's give it a test. Which we can't see. But at some point it'll either crash or be finished. Can this one explode? Well, there's a decent chance that it'll fall into the water instead of explode if it does fly off the tracks. Nobody in the queue line. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a queue line yet. Now there is. Okay, there's a boat here. Okay, we can of course follow the boat. Yeah, it does test. The boats are just invisible. I'm kind of worried about this little bit. No, that seems to be fine. Now the question is it 600 meters long? It is! Oh, I seem to have missed a stat requirement. Probably the drop height. I think it needs to be 9? Can't think of any other that I'd have missed. Alright, let's go for the drop there then. There we go. Easy. No minimum weight requirement. Let's do a faster chain lift. There we go. Let's fast forward a bit. Listen to that sound, mate. And now time to get some extra excitement. Does the body slide never crash? It does if it goes too fast, but I designed it well enough so that it doesn't crash. Apologies to headphone users, although I am a headphone user myself. Alright, this should have 6 now. Yeah, there's one wet slide. This slide makes you very wet. 610, there we go, perfect. Oh, we have a spinning wild mouse, but 600 meters is a bit long for that. We also have the mini roller coaster, for which 600 meters is also a tad long. You know what? I'm just gonna plop down a super waste. Bam. There we go. This one is 600 meters long and has enough excitement. And caters to guests who want intense rides. I still can't find the toilets. Have I unlocked the toilets by now? That's the question. That's not where I find new rides. I have... How many... I've had it on roller coasters and shops and stalls for a while now, but I've, in that time, only unlocked the new roller coasters. Alright, let's just go for shops and stalls only for a bit. There are 3 toilets. The 3 toilets are right there. But I can't build any more myself. Same goes for info kiosks. There's one here in the middle. There you go. But I can't build any more myself. You can't move them. I actually might be able to, but I'm not gonna risk it. They're fine there anyway. If you guys can't find them, I mean, my park rating is not going down. That's all fine. It's not my problem. Okay, so this twister coaster, the super waste, just gave me another 360 soft gas cap. That's how easy harder gas generation is. Who made this scenario and where can I download it? I'll salmon pink that lighthouse myself. I'll post it after the stream in content showcase. It was made by a user called Wolgore. In fun fact, we actually have at least 1099 park rating. Because the park rating is set to harder to maintain, which basically means your park rating is the same but 100 lower. So we have at least 1099. Shouldn't it be in scenario showcase? No, it was emailed to me. It might still be in scenario showcase. I don't know. I don't keep up with that channel. But I don't think it is. Let's build another super waste. You know what? Let's build a more interesting pre-build that I have. I probably have a lot. I mean, I have this Mobius coaster, but it's not long enough. We have a lot of money. Let's build an expensive pre-build. Do I have a big coaster that is one of my own? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I can actually build it there. Cool. Didn't expect that because it goes right up to the height limit, the support limit of this coaster type. I mean, you said you posted in content showcase after the stream. It shouldn't be posted in scenario showcase. Oh, you're right. I don't know the rules of my own Discord channel. Discord channel, Discord server. Because I never post anything in scenario showcase. I also don't often post something in, I mean, my videos, but those are kind of on a schedule. Wrong vehicle type. What do you mean? This is the exact right vehicle type. I recognize your voice from YouTube. Well, it is sad that I'm the same guy. That, you know, those myths, they might be true. So, yes. Welcome to your first stream. Or at least your first comment, Ocean Turbine. Alright, let's remove that little fence. Let's do another connection there. There we go. That's another 360 soft gas. Oh. Maybe it is the wrong type of train. You know what? We'll use these longer trains. Are they actually longer? As long as they can make it. Nope. Can I only go up to 7 cars? I need 8. But yeah, 8's not gonna happen. Well, this thing's never gonna be tested then. Hang on, what if I increase the chain lift tilt? Will it then make it to the booster? It does! Haha! But with these different trains, it might still not make it. Because there's a really tricky tall corkscrew there. No, so far so good, but I don't think it will make that corkscrew. No, we don't. But, what if I alter it a little? Launch lift hill. There we go. Come on, baby. Just one extra piece of launched lift hill. Alright, see ya Lego RJ. Have fun at work tomorrow. This is a 2 kilometer long 10 by 10 coaster, by the way. And that one piece of launched lift hill makes all the difference, but that might be going too fast later. It's kind of a balancing act. Would the floorless trains make it? Maybe, but this one gives 30% extra excitement, so I quite like that. There are brakes in the middle here, which is good. Oh, we've already had those brakes. And we're just going further down. Looks like it only just made it over the corkscrew. That's true. It went about 11 at the slowest. But normally they go 4 there at the slowest. But yeah, I think this should be fine. Oh, there are more brakes there apparently. And there are another 2 inversions to the very end. This was my way of having track here while still being able to build an exit and an entry path. Alright, let's fast forward that a little bit. This will have a terrible throughput. Oh, hey. That coaster just crashed. LOL. Oh, it's also broken down. Which is why it crashed, of course. Anyway. Ooh, 10.05 excitement and 9.59 intensity. Cool. It's not the salmon pink coaster that crashed. It is the twister coaster next to it. Alright, let's build a path around this. How many guests just died? Oh, the messages are bugged again. Well, we'll never know. I say they're bugged again. They're not bugged again. I'm using an old version of the game. So these are just old bugs. Why are you using an old version? Because the launcher wouldn't start. It's not really old, it's 0.3.4.1. I think it's the most recent release version. It's the one we used for the multiplayer stream a few weeks ago. What with the people's obsession of salmon colored coasters? Okay, so salmon pink is my least favorite color in the game, and some people like to make everything salmon pink to annoy me. Ooh, we just got a pretzel stall. We're actually getting stalls. Cool. Drink water and stay hydrated. I am drinking water during the stream. And water is very tasty. Basically a channel meme, yes. What's my favorite color? I don't know. I don't have one. A lot of different colors can go well together in certain configurations. I don't think I have a single favorite. I would probably say the saturated red. Yeah, but my favorite color isn't even yellow. I mean, but that's my favorite color in real life. That's different from the game. But this is the saturated red, which I really like. And I'll keep this, actually. This looks pretty cool. I mean, I've grown fond of yellow because I use it in my YouTube videos for the text. But I really like red. It's just that having red text in YouTube videos and thumbnails, especially with the darker green backgrounds from the grass, doesn't really work all that well. Nightbot does lie. Nightbot is a filthy, dirty liar. Alright, let's set out some ads again. And advertise your Rickroll. There we go, that's all the ads done. Let's build one of these fellas. Honestly, I don't really care about the throughput or the stats of the coaster. We're making plenty of money anyway. I mean, look at that weekly profit. I mean, it's fairly low when I built as pre-built, but you know, it's often 5,000-6,000. It's going up really fast, my money. Park value as well. But yeah, I don't really care about it. I just need the coasters to be able to attract the guests. So they need to have over 6 excitement and be at least 600 meters long. You know what, let's actually do... I don't think this is a very good coaster in real life. But the guests will like this. But yeah, that turn looks... well, let's say it looks kind of scary. Alright, see ya, Doki. Well, I like that music. Loopings. Big vertical loopings. And helix. Cause why not? No, whoops, that doesn't fit. I think we're already close to 600 meters. Yeah, let's get back to the station. Why not? This is quite an extreme ride. It'll be fine. If we're not 600 meters, I'll just make it a little bit longer. When will we see an APRC? I don't even know what that is. Oh, air-powered vertical roller coaster. If I unlock it. I don't think I'm currently researching coasters though. I'm researching stalls. You know what, I'm just gonna give up on the toilets. I'm just going roller coasters only. Jeez, more like jeez. Alright, this is somewhat of a CCQL. We're gonna rain again. How much are we making a month? Close to 30k. Between 20 and 30k. On the right ticket is pretty good. Too short. Alright. Alright. I'll make it a proper CCQL then. This is gonna be a proper CCQL. Like, actually a proper one. Thank you for the follow, Ramon123. Guess you die waiting in line. Well, they will be doing that here. Because this is a proper CCQL. Let's go around the coaster. I mean, if this isn't long enough for ya, then I don't know anymore. There we go. That's a CCQL. Is the ride long enough though? Oh, 797 easily. You should leave some space for a normal path. If I want to build around it, I'll figure something out. It is beautiful. I know. The queue line looks very safe. I know, right? Especially this. This looks incredibly safe. You have to jump this. Nah, that'll be fine. How hard is it to get a hell coaster? Well... I remember what I named it. Something with devil, I think. The devil... Anyway, I've done that before. But I've forgotten what I've named it. Oh, the devil's coaster, there we go. Did it have 666 though? Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's get some music going. This has 666 in all stats. And yeah. How hard was it? Not too hard. Because I first built it. Then I got the intensity right. Then I moved this inline twist back and forth to alter the nausea a tiny little bit. To get that right. And then I got the intensity with all the decorations, which was easy. Yeah, not in speed. You can't do every stat. I've done two coasters that have 7 stats the same. Well, not exactly the same, but close enough. You know, there was one 420 which had 4.20 in all 3 basic stats. Then that was 1,420 meters long and 4.20 vertical G's. It's at 4.20 seconds of airtime, and it was 420. Let's see, what was the last one? Alright, it was 4 minutes 20 seconds long, I think. And there was another one which has 7, a lot of numbers, like 7.77 everything. I think I had like 7 drops, 7.77 seconds of airtime, 7,777 meters long, something like 7 minutes and 77. No wait, that's not a thing. Maybe like 77 top speed or whatever. I'm not sure. I forget. Yeah, I showed that one before. I've even made a video about it before I was a YouTuber called The Lucky Coaster. Another good quote of you. How hard was it? Not too hard. I mean, this kind of... That joke is... I mean, I get the joke, but it's also kind of overplayed, that kind of joke. Especially since how hard it was, it not too hard is kind of far-fetched as well. I mean, yeah, obviously it's a that's what she said joke. But I just don't think it's a very good one. But hey, that's just my personal opinion. Alright, let's make this one go a bit fast. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. I mean, you can make pretty much anything either, you know, some kind of sexual joke if you want to stretch it. Doesn't mean that it's a good joke. Okay, this looks like a fairly extreme ride. Can we find a video of the Lucky Coaster somewhere on YouTube? Search YouTube for Marcel Vos The Lucky Coaster. Should be able to find it. Oh, we're going about 150 kilometers per hour here. That's a good speed. Perfect top hat. I hope you like fanfare music for that video. It's incredibly old. If I remember correctly, it's a time lapse of me building it. This coaster looks like pain. No, it looks like fun. You're gonna love this. Fun fact, there are also 2 Need for Speed videos on my channel, which are even older than anything else, but they are unlisted. Because they don't really fit my content. I made them for a friend. And they're not anything good. Which Need for Speed game? Need for Speed Most Wanted. But yeah, you know, they weren't really any good. One was, well, I mean, it was okay. It was a compilation of epic jumps. Which I suppose was okay. And the other one was a video where I encountered a bug. Wait, that only slightly clarifies it. Need for Speed Most Wanted. The good one. The oldest listed video. Is it the amateur? No, it's the speedrun, right? Oh no, it's that one. Yeah. The longest coaster doesn't work, which technically wasn't true, but it also slightly was true. Yeah, so the reason that it didn't work was because there was a bug in OpenRCT 2. It did work in the normal Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Which, and now also in Open. The thing was that the calculation for the longest roller coaster Tycoon, in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, was still wrong. In the article that, you know, talks about it. So it still kind of doesn't work. Because according to the article, which, you know, the coaster that I rebuilt for that video was about 210 days long, real life days. That's not true. And according to the article, the coaster keeps slowing down indefinitely. Which isn't true, that's not how the game works. And they also didn't, they just said, it keeps slowing down indefinitely, so this takes 210 days. No calculation whatsoever. I mean, I presume there was some calculation, but not shown. So it's funny. There was an article, and you know, back in 2017, I started doing the longest coaster thing. So I thought... I didn't even know that it wouldn't work, but I saw that article and... Oh, hey, Wolgor, what's up? This is Wolgor's scenario. Yeah, it's a really good scenario. You had me with some really nice tricks. For example, the two mechanics, which were doing nothing, being locked up above the rides. I first made them do something, but then the rides weren't being repaired. So I was like, hey, what's up? And then I found that they were locked up above there. And I like that I can't build toilets, but there are 3 in here. Let's see. Yeah, you know, we got a few custom rides, which is interesting. Other than that, there was something else, I think, but... I forgot about it. Good scenario, anyway. Yeah, no, but I don't have toilets. I might unlock them still later, but I've already unlocked 5 new stalls. But yeah, about the longest coaster. So, that article said, you know, this is the longest coaster, it does doing it in 10 days. And I was like, hang on, that doesn't seem right. So I just rebuilt it by hand. And it's a coaster that fills an entire 250 by 250 map. So I just rebuilt it just to see if that article was correct. It turns out that it wasn't correct. Then I built my own longest coaster. And claimed the title for myself. While simultaneously debunking the supposed record. Which had been posted to the subreddit before. And then I kept improving on my own longest roller coaster. And, well, the rest is history that you can watch back through YouTube videos. Yeah, I could have used 2 toilets, but I don't mind them being there. If they can't find toilets, that's their own fault, not mine. Okay, what are the stats on this? 818, 985, 460. With almost 6 positive Gs. Ah, it's not too intense. Can your current record be improved on current versions of OpenRCT? Yes. But my rule is that I can only use stuff that works on vanilla. Because in OpenRCT2 it's currently, due to different synchronization mechanics, it's quite easy to make an infinitely recursing, to make an exponential chain of rides. Which, you know, basically means you have a coaster that takes longer than the universe. I'll quickly show it. Save. Override. I do remember the name of it, because it's called Universe Coaster. Let's see. There we go. So, okay, let's just start off somewhere. So I will test this one and this one. Let's see. Need to not miss any. Alright, let's put them all in test mode. And then we can see what that looks like. They're all in sync, right? Yes. Oh, hang on. Quickly that. You see how that one is constantly going. And then the next one's only going every other time. And the next one after that is going every other time. And you see kind of the chain going through it. But these ones near the end of the chain are only going every now and then. And for every coaster in the chain, the next one is taking twice as long. Kind of sounds cool. And the idea is that, you know, this red coaster is then a very long coaster, you know, the big coaster. And then every coaster in this chain makes it take twice as long. And I also had to design a different kind of ride to turn around, because the park isn't big enough. And then, you know, eventually at the end of this chain is the coaster with the 31 block brakes. It's the exact same coaster. You still have the big coaster and the small coaster. It's just that in between you now have 253 of these coasters. So you're about 2 to the power 253 shorter. Or longer. You say some kind of adder. I should have, what's it called? There is, I have some save file. But I don't know what it's called. Let's see, gate. Yeah, I have a logic gate, but there are some save file by someone else. I can show you my own logic gates, but someone had made a binary adder for like 4 bits or 5 bits or whatever in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. And it worked. These are my own logic gates. These are my very first designs actually. So this is an AND gate. Yes. Different kind of design that they use. This works if there are 2 trains, doesn't work if there's 1 train. This is kind of interesting. If there are 2 trains... Oh, right, this works differently now. We need some extra cheats. Let's see, show all operating modes. We need to go to boat hire mode. So, if there are 2 trains, then this will, if everything still works, I'm not sure... yeah, because, see, this doesn't make it, but the second one pushes it. So if there are 2 trains, it makes it to the yellow bit. If there's only 1 train, it will not make it to the yellow bit. Because then you get this, it does make it over there, that's intentional. And then... Oh no, wait, it's different. There are always 2 trains. But you have these little gates here, which are on green. If they are on red, the coaster will get go on the side track and be stuck on this bit, so they'll not be able to push each other here. Then you also have, this is a not gate, which basically means if it's red, you'll go through. If it's green, you'll not go through. This is, what's this? Some kind of attempt at an OR gate or whatever. I'm not sure. Let's see. There is something else with gate. Oh yeah, not gate. I have a separate save file for that. But I don't have any save file that has binary in it, which is unfortunate. Because I'm pretty sure that... Well, I know for sure that I have some kind of binary adder. But I don't know what the save file is called. So, yeah. Let's get back to this one. Oh, and let's disable the cheats. I think that were all the ones... Yeah, those were the 2 that I enabled. Hey, Schubert. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're rich. Are the ads still running? Let's see. They are. Good. Good. We don't have a flying coaster yet. Let's build one here. Take support the station a bit higher. It's a little... Makes it a little easier for us. Just got back from work, tired. Well, I hope you can relax a bit here. I think this is a really cool start. Just right after the chain lift you go into a half loop. Are the ads in RCT more expensive than the ad offer you got? Depends on how many weeks you do and which ad you pick. Which means that the offer I got was between 50 and 4,200. I think that's the most expensive possible. Yeah, between 50 and 4,200 euros, which is quite a range still. Can this thing do corkscrews? No, ich cannot. That was some weird German accent-y thing. I don't know what I don't know why I did that. Name a ride is your choice. Alright, go ahead. Oh, we can do four full turns there. Cool. Can we do a loop here? Does that fit? It does not, unfortunately. At least we now know you make at least 50 euros in 3 days on YouTube. Yeah, but it was kind of worrying if I was planning to live from it and didn't do that. Does it even make all of this? I mean, pretty sure it does, but never hurts to test. My best day on YouTube is, I think I made like 500 bucks in a day. That was because one of my videos got in the news. It's not like that was at all sustained longer than a day. How big of a cut goes to taxes? Depends on how much I make. But it's a fair bit. And yeah, you know, where quite a lot of people can expect to get taxes back, you know, can get money back when they do the taxes. I won't. Because I get all the money from YouTube, and then, you know, when I do my taxes every year, I have to pay. And where usually the taxes is just, you know, held from your loan. And then if you get paid too much or whatever, you know, you'll get it back. Which news? I got on nu.nl. Footpath is still in the way. Darn it. Click on the duck. I first need to find... Oh, there we go. Yeah, that does make a noise. Aren't you prohibited from talking about this? No? Why were you on nu.nl? Because of the 45-year-long coaster that I built. Yeah, I'm not joking. Okay, screw this inversion. Oh, and I was also in an interview when Roller Coaster Tycoon turned 20 years old, but that didn't really do much for my channel. It was still fun though. Oh, that was 100. Oh, that was the 135-year one. Well, I got also in the news for the 45-year one, where I actually got on the radio, which was pretty cool. Yeah, but someone asked if I'm, you know, if I'm allowed to talk about my money for YouTube and whatever I make and whatever. Like, yeah. I'm allowed to show you exactly what I make. I'm allowed to show you exactly my YouTube analytics. I'm not going to, but, you know, there's YouTubers who've done that. Now, it's different when you get official sponsorships. Thank you for the sub, by the way, and the follow. Sonofra. I appreciate it. What do you think about Hurricane and the Log Flume? Pretty good ride. I like Hurricane. Kind of defiled it a bit by building those ugly, tall twister coasters next to it. First time to actually catch the stream. Oh, welcome to your first stream. How many points to make a show is your income? That's not gonna happen. You were also on RTL News. Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, I've been on, you know, that with that card I went on a variety of radio stations. Ooh, the ads are done running. Let's renew them. It's really funny. Most radio stations just wanted me on the phone, on the live radio, to, you know, get me to talk and, you know, have something fun for their viewers. There was one radio station, and I must admit that I have forgotten which one, unfortunately. I think it was Veronica, that clearly actually did some research and actually knew something about the game, and the interviewer was actually interested. Because all the other ones basically ask questions, you know, how long did it take, and, you know, how did you come up with the idea, and, you know, that's kind of, you know, how long have you been playing the game, that's kind of standard questions. While the one interviewer from the one radio station who put in some more effort actually asked questions specifically about the mechanics of the game, like how does it work, and from their questions it was very, very clear that they had either played the game or someone who had played the game wrote the questions. At least there was quite a fair bit of knowledge there. And that was also by far just the most fun interview I'll probably have ever done. Well, I've done many interviews, but yeah, that was just really fun. And that felt more like talking to someone, you know, just talking to someone, talking about the game rather than doing it for the radio. So that's why it's unfortunate that I forgot who it was, or which channel it was. You haven't named that ride yet. I haven't. I haven't even I haven't even tested it. I just already moved on. I guess I was distracted. At least I built an exit path this time. I completely forgot. But hey, an exit path is good, especially if it's because it's over water. Let's go crazy with the colors. Name this flying coaster. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't like that sentence. I don't like the sentence, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because it makes it feel like it's something you should do. While it's okay to call to action, I do that. And, I mean, it's okay to say don't forget to like and subscribe, it works, I understand why people do it. But, you know, you should say something like, you know, if you like this video, you can like, or, you know, if you like what I do, you can subscribe. And that's, you know, that just sounds much friendlier. And that's what I say. I'm like, if you like this video, you can give it a like or leave a comment below. You can also subscribe or follow me on Twitch. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, help with the algorithm. Yes, I haven't done any tests of it personally on my channel. But yeah, it's been empirically proven that it helps. I sometimes get comments on my channel and people just saying, not anything of substance, just saying comment for the algorithm. Which is, you know, as long as it's not too many of them, because then it becomes spam, it's fine. Do you record those lines each time for a new video? Yes. I have never reused a line. I've also almost never reused footage. I think like I think I've reused footage like twice or something. I like your videos before I even start watching. Me too. I like pretty much every video that I watch on YouTube. Not because I want to or because I know how important it is now that I do it myself, because I've been doing that for years. It's just a habit. It's not because I want to help them out or anything, it's just a habit. And if I dislike the video or think it's not worthy of a like, I'll, you know, unlike or dislike later. But at the start of the video, I always immediately like. It would be funny if you tried making a whole new video with only your lines recorded from other videos. That would be a nightmare. I watched your latest video on Mobius coaster and I decided to build a flying coaster with a twister coaster and was wondering why RCT Classic was telling it wasn't a complete circuit. Because I built two different stations platforms and only used one of them to make the Mobius. Yeah, you can't just connect two different coasters to each other. They need to be from literally the same coaster. Even two twister coasters doesn't work. Also, it's funny because I had a few comments on the Mobius coaster video saying, you know, I was hoping you were going more in depth into Mobius coasters. But the entire point... Alright, this isn't... Well, I was going for a barrel roll, but this isn't a twister coaster. The entire point... Hey, we got a raid. Repku and Nel again. I know your name. You've raided me before. Welcome everyone. I mean, yeah, you can merge, but that's not really the point here. Welcome everyone, we are playing some custom scenario. And, yeah, we got a few fun coasters. And we're actually fairly close to completion, we need only 1,000 more guests. Hope you all have a great time, oh my god. Thank you for the follow, Lobster Train, Izzy the Penguin. What were you playing? Or streaming, Rupku? The legend from the shadow. No? Did you research everything yet? I don't think so. No, not even close. And I've had it on max funding the entire time. Playing Wreckfest. I've never heard of that. What kind of game is it? That's a racing game. That makes sense, considering the name. Is the crashed coaster still closed? Oh yeah, it is. I was waiting for it to be repaired, but then it didn't get Well, I was waiting for it and then I forgot about it. It's very typical. I've noticed that when doing these live streams, I tend to forget about stuff a lot. You know, notably exit pods. But it's because, you know, I'm telling a story or answering some comments or whatever. And then, you know, you move on and you forget. Alright. Whoops, that's not aligned. There we go, that's perfect. Basically a racing game where you can also crash cars. The more you crash, the higher the score. That's interesting, because usually crashing is not a very good idea in a racing game. But yeah, what I was saying, people were expecting me to go into more depth on the Mobius coaster video, while I don't want to have to go into depth on every video. Sometimes I just want to make a light video where I just show off some cool stuff I've done. But I suppose people are expecting something of me now. Because, you know, of what I usually do. Alright, there we go, the vertical drop. Let's make it, I don't know, gold with grey. And black. No, let's do icy blue. And dark blue, green, light blue. Why not? It's raining again. Luckily we don't need the money from the rides. We have plenty money. I mean, if I just let the game go on for a while with just the ad, you know, if speed up, then we'll make it sooner than later. Could use some more mechanics, I think, though. And more handyman is never a bad idea. Park rating is not optimal, though. Let's fix that. There we go, 50 entertainers. There are also still some guests lost here, I think. Oh no, they seem to have all found their way back to the path. There were like 10 guests lost here. Then I built an exit path. I'd love to see one of your videos where you explain how the game determines when a ride breaks down. But also what the chance of several ride unique breakdowns. For example, the chance of a broken down station breaks bigger with a badly served roller coaster. Yeah, I was planning on doing a video on that at some point, on ride breakdowns. Let's see, what are the stats? 778, 918, 406. That's pretty good. It is long enough, that's important, because harder guest generation is on. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that I have a time limit on this scenario. And yeah, I am on schedule. The reason we're a bit slow is because I didn't advertise for a while. That's because I didn't want the stream to end early. Ever think you'll run out of content to make for Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yes. Well, at least the content I'm making right now, you know, the explanational videos. If I start to go more towards certain challenges, for example, you know, how much money can I make in a year in this scenario, or those kind of challenges, then it takes a whole lot longer to run out of ideas. What shall we build? What shall we build? I don't have one of these fellas yet. Where shall I build it? Here's a lot of space. Now the nice thing about this coaster is that the trains are monstrous. You can just take these turns in the chain lift. Actually, the trains are not monstrous because we have different trains. Never mind. Are they still long enough though? Yeah, they're still long enough. Because there's 12 cars. Do you know if tilted path adjacent to the entrance exit makes visitors and staff walk slower inside the ride? Yes, it actually does. If you have tilted path next to your right entrance, guests do walk slower. Well, if it's going up at least. It doesn't make a huge difference in loading times though. I did a test on that. Seems to be fairly similar. Now I haven't donated, but could you name a coaster titanium? It's not donations that get you those stuff, it's channel points. You get channel points by being active in the chat. And you can then spend those, there's no money involved anywhere there. But sure, you know, you're the one who created this scenario. So, yeah, I'll name this one titanium. I really dislike this coaster type, never managed to build a good one. Yeah, it's not a great coaster type. But I just wanted to build a coaster type that I hadn't built yet in this park. I don't think I will ever do this, you know, have this kind of stuff for donations. Then again, if someone donates a lot and asks me to name a coaster a certain ride, then I'm kind of inclined to do it because they donated. You know, give something back. Although they're already giving back to me because I gave them something, which is this live stream. But, you know, you kind of feel guilty if you then say no. But that's the whole thing. But that's why I have the channel point. Why I like the channel point. Because it doesn't matter if you donate or not. If you're just active, you'll be able to name stuff. Color right of your choice. Well, go ahead. Make the blue part bright orange. Right. There you go. I'm so happy Twitch is a thing, especially if you can't sleep. At least you can learn things and watch some good stuff to pass the time. Well, but learning things really depends on what you watch. I suppose you can learn things during my streams. One of the reasons you can learn things during my streams is because you guys keep asking about stuff, which I then have to explain. Which is of course perfectly fine, that's partly what these streams are for. And partly just, I suppose I might just explain stuff while I'm building. Which coaster that you have currently available is your least liked, most hated one? This one, which I'm currently building. I think. Let me check. Yep. I don't like it. I don't like the swinging suspended coaster at all. It's not my least favorite coaster type in the game, but, you know, I don't have the hypercoaster available. And I don't have the mini suspended coaster available either. Why? Because it's... Whoops. It has bad stats. Not terrible stats, but bad. It's annoying to build up because it has a high clearance limit. 3 units instead of 2. Which is typical for inverted coaster types. Not the only one that has it, but it's still a point against it. The standard trains are ugly. These are a little bit better, but the big bulky ones are, well, ugly and bulky. CS line. And I don't really like what the track looks like. It can't really do a lot. It has no inversions. It has no banked, even banked turns in general. Okay, so why do I have a small turn here? No, wait, that's actually a helix. Never mind, that'll be fine. It's just annoying to build with. What type of roller coaster do you like best in real life? Probably whatever exactly the Goliath is called. It's not a gear coaster because it's not tall enough, but it's by Intamin. Yeah, that kind of coaster type. Name a ride of your choice. Redeeming the Black Death Murder. You may choose another one if you wish to. Oh, thank you for the 2 months. Anak761. I appreciate it. Easily long enough. 842. Yeah, basically a slow and ugly coaster. It's just... You can't do a lot with it either. It's just not nice. There's just something specifically not nice about it. And I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is. Are the ads still running? Oh, they're almost over. But it's not quite useless. Because it does have the swinging aspect and has a unique track design, and it's more useful in the game than the hyper coaster. Well, the hyper coaster, there's a useless ride. Well, the hyper coaster is mostly just useless because I want it to be useless, so I have something to hate on. Do I have a... Ooh. We have a 1.5 kilometer long Virginia reel. Do I have a place to build it though? Is there anywhere I can build this? Because, you know, support heights. Why is the hypercoaster useless? Well, it basically tries to be a Giga or a Giga coaster or a Hyper Twister, and it's worse than both. Worse stats, worse options. I mean, it doesn't have banked turns. Well, banked. It does have banked, not banked slope turns. That's what I meant. It's ugly. And it's basically just not necessary because there are other coasters who do what it does better. It's also more expensive than both, I think. Well, it's at least fairly expensive for a coaster. Thank you for the follow, Lemonade Milk. The only slightly redeeming thing about the Hyper Twister... Ooh, we got some kind of weird wooden coaster trains. The only slightly redeeming thing about the Hyper Twister is that it has a very high capacity per train. In fact, the highest of any coaster type. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad ride type. It's just from a game design perspective, there's not too much reason to have it in the game because it does what other coasters do but worse. Now, that's purely from a functionality perspective. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that it's in the game. Because, you know, it's a real coaster type and all that kind of jazz. But if you go pure from a functionality perspective and you want different things, then it's not all that useful. But I mostly made that video ranting about the Hyper Coaster because I don't like the Hyper Coaster and I wanted something to rant about. That was not an entirely serious video. Although there are, of course, some, you know, the points about it being worse than a Hyper Coaster and stuff. Or worse than a Hyper Twister and worse than a Giga Coaster. Those are true. Yeah, the problem with the Hyper Coaster is that it's obsolete. Not that it's bad, basically. You know, the point of a mini suspended coaster isn't to have great stats and to be amazing and awesome. It's to be a nice little foresty swing ride or whatever. That looks good. Which it, you know, does the job. The point of a Hyper Coaster is to be amazing, have great stats, be, you know, a big, you know, guest attractor or whatever. But it doesn't do that good compared to the Hyper Coaster and the Giga Coaster. Also, it only... Oh, this is another thing I hate about it. The chain lift only goes up to 9 kilometers per hour. The Hyper Twister has the chain lift going up to 12 kilometers per hour. The Giga Coaster has the cable lift as well as chain lift going up to 12 kilometers per hour. The Hyper Twister or Hyper Coaster only has it up to 9, which is excruciatingly slow. By this logic, is the mini shows made of sleep by swinging shows? Now, entirely different ride types. Entirely different. I don't care that I'm being slightly inconsistent. I just want to hate on the Hyper Coaster, okay? I have no idea if this is gonna make it. Probably is, though. I was today days old when I figured out you could build your cheating Corky design in RCT Classic. Yeah, it works in the original. In vanilla, in classic. And it's pretty damn good. I don't use it very often anymore though. The days where I just cheese scenarios are over. Because I've done that. And it gets boring. Now I just play scenarios like I play them on stream. Which is pretty much the only time I really play the game anymore. Well, that's not true. But that's the only time I really play it like this. With, you know, normal scenario play. Where I just build fun rides. I don't really care about optimizing scenarios anymore. Sure, if someone comes with a challenge that's supposed to be really difficult, you know, I'll do it again. If it's different and unique or whatever. The hypercoaster definitely has the historic achievements though. Oh, definitely. Like I said, from that standpoint, it's good to have it in the game. I have no idea if this wooden coaster is going to be good, but we'll see. Drown the guest that catches your eye. Ooh, this red-headed fellow. Or lass catches my eye. Guest 10,142. You're gonna be dead. Oh, I actually dropped them in the bottom and then they just teleported upwards. Nice. They apparently can teleport now. Honestly, it's way more satisfying to play when you make a park that's aesthetically pleasing rather than just optimized for practicality. I think this park is neither. This park is not optimized for practicality and it's absolutely not aesthetically pleasing. But it is fun. It is a fun park. And that's what it's all about, right? Alright, we need slightly less than 400 more guests. Slightly fewer, less, whatever. You can basically use fewer and less interchangeably now. Although fewer milk still doesn't really work. Nearly 200k. Yeah, this ride price manager makes it a bit easy. But I don't mind that. Because then I have money to build fun rides. You know, you just plop down this ride, which cost me like 58k. Something like that. They were red-hatted, not headed. Let's see what the intensity rating is. Only really the excitement rating matters. But if the intensity is too high, the excitement rating goes down, obviously. Let's make this color. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do the yellow thing. Oh, that's too yellow. Let's do yellow and red. Ooh, no, that's not good. Oh, these are ugly trains. I don't want these trains. I don't have an option, apparently. Oh, then let's stay with that. Oh, damn it, that reset the stats. Oh, well. Oh, my guest count is not rising fast anymore. How about... Oh, wrong coaster. How about we pop down... Is it long enough? Yeah, it is. Can I pop this down? Come on. Rip Lighthouse. There goes the lighthouse. This is not a Mobius coaster, which I didn't show off in the video. Though I think it did feature at the end, but I didn't specifically talk about it. So harder gas generation is on, which means that only rides, mostly it's going to be mostly coasters, but it's just rides that are over 600 meters long and have an excitement rating of at least 6. And, you know, it's not impossible for other rides to get that, especially things like the splash boats. Can quite easily do it. But it's mostly gonna be coasters. I don't think I have a tower ride. Nope, I don't have a single tower ride. So that's not gonna happen, Max. I believe the pink 10x10 has stalled. Has it though? I think you're right. Well, now it's reset. Yeah, that sometimes happens because brakes are inconsistent. There's a brake somewhere that it needs to not get extreme lateral G's. The brakes are inconsistent, so sometimes it brakes a little too hard and then the coaster gets stuck. Yeah, with that coaster I've seen that before, it happens. Kind of destroying the environment here. Yeah, the research is on max. Oh, hang on. How are the trains not in the correct positions? Hang on, let me put it in test mode. How did... I already put them in the correct positions, right? There are a lot of block breaks here, which is how I'm being able to have so many trains. Okay, and now they're fine. In total I have 6 block sections. Because the first break after the station, behind the station, is block breaks. Then the very last break in the brake run is also a block break. But it just immediately goes over that because it's not strong enough to... it's not strong enough to stop it in time. So it just skips over it, which is why this works. They're at the end of the research. Well, I'm not gonna need them because I'm getting quite close to what I need. Guest count is still fairly slowly going up. But I think it was because I had reached the soft guest cap, which is why I built this thing. This gives me another 360 soft guest cap, which is basically enough to bridge the cap to the 4000. But, just in case... Ooh, we got a stand-up coaster. Let's build one. Let's build it here. How do you zoom that far in without setting the options? Go to options. Set your drawing engine to OpenGL and then you get 2 extra zoom levels. Wee wee. And if you also use the scaling factor, you can get that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's very much zoomed in. If you go the other way, you can zoom out this far. Okay, now I'm gonna try to build this right. Quite laggy, but yeah, it's pretty much impossible to see anything. That's better. Oh, I actually just got a normal corkscrew coaster unlocked. Alright, chain lift. Is it possible to beat a scenario only using stalls? I did that once with Forest Frontiers. Look it up. Basically, not easy, but yes, it is possible. I think you can also do it on Bumbly Bazaar. Just advertise a bit and build an info kiosk. Hope it rains in the first month or in the second month and win. New scenario goal, max zoom in only. I mean, playing like this only is going to be incredibly annoying. Playing like this only will be fine. But like this, I barely use this for videos even. Although Saturday's video does use it quite a bit. Well, I say quite a bit. Video is only 1.5 minutes long. Half a minute of which is outro, so... I use it quite a bit compared to the length of the video, not raw. Because the video is just not that long, not in absolute numbers. And the corkscrew. Will it be going too fast here? I don't know. Let's see, that's 4... Ooh, yeah, I think it will be going too fast there. It is a stand-up after all. Alright, let's do it now. Much better. I always love to build coasters with stacking loops casually. Yeah, this coaster going through the loop wasn't planned or anything. I just happened to be there and was like, hey, maybe that fits. And, well, it did. It's kind of spontaneous things are very nice. Alright, let's get back to the station. I think I've reached the length I need. Do a dual ride or maybe a dueling chairlift. I don't even have the chairlift available. Did you mean chain lift? Guests can't find the toilets. Their problem, not mine. Because it's their pants and not mine. That's actually properly tested. Increase the chain lift speed. I don't like slow chain lifts. They have all that water, yes. Although for number 2s that's a bit awkward. Let's see. 3 scenery. There we go. I'm kind of out of inspiration for color combinations without reusing old ones, to be honest. Oh, you actually want to drown someone. Any guest that complains about not being able to find the bathrooms. Alright, let's see. Whoops. I'll fix that first. I think it's because it didn't make this. There we go. Let's go the other way. Perfect. Alright, bathroom. I need to go to the toilet. 500 guests! Ha! Wow. And here, I'll drown them there. That's, you know, in front of the bathroom. And they're dead. There weren't any guests on the ride, I think. So I don't think anyone's died there. It was still the testing trains. Ooh, the candy ride has just broken down, which is this one. Full Bull Rebel MC. I hope that this is not too intense. It does only have 2 inversions, which is manageable for the stand-up. So I think it will be like 9.5 intensity. It'll have a fair bit of laterals and positive G's. So it'll be somewhere on the higher end. 500 need to go to the toilet and still at 999. Yeah, guests going to the toilet doesn't actually detract from your park rating. It does make them slightly less happy. And if they're too unhappy, they'll detract from your park rating. But I have 50 entertainers. Okay, a lot of guests are leaving. Maybe that is partly because they need to go to the toilet. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna move one of the toilets. Because I kind of just want to pass the goal. You know what? I'll remove another one as well. No, remove, move. I'll put it more central. Where is more central? Where is it busy? You know what? This is a good position. Blocking the park exit and crowding the tiles with entertainers isn't a method of beating any guest number scenario. No, because then the guests will get lost because they can't find the exit, and lost guests have a separate counter for destroying your park rating. Really quickly. That's not a good idea. I wonder, is this getting a lot of guests per hour now? Well, 11:28, but that might still be from before. How about that other one? 14:28. Yeah, they're gonna be very crowded. Why don't you build more toilets? I don't have toilets available. So I can't. I would have if I could have. I mean, eventually I'll research it, but it's gonna take a while. Like around 1700 per hour now. It's going up. But the guest numbers are going down. Why are there guests popping out of the side of the toilets? They're taking a shortcut, I suppose, this way. Honestly, I don't know. How many guests need to go to the toilet now? 4:28. It's going down. It's going down. It was 4:20 exactly a moment ago. It's too crowded here. Well, that's only 200 guests. That's fine. It's still a problem though that our guest numbers aren't rising. Maybe that's because of soft guest cap problems, but I am advertising. You know what? Let's plump down another ride. Maybe one of the U ones. Or one of mine. Oh, this one has a lot of laterals. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's first redo that. Maybe some of the people are broke, but I do have a lot of what's it called? ATMs. Let's see if this works though. Right, price manager? Make all rides free. And then ignore free rides on. Now we're not making any money anymore, but we have plenty. We have 236k. We're still making some money from stalls and stuff. But not from rides. Now let's see. I have a 12x12 twister here, which is pretty cool. And apparently it has 12 excitement. Which is of course with scenery. Do we have some fun U designs? There's a Mobius one here. There's the 188k one, which I can actually afford, but I don't think I have any space to build it. No, that's not gonna happen. Hang on, did it just flash there? I don't think so. I think the bathroom problem is fine because the number of guests is going up again. But yeah, we do not have a lot of... we have 5 months left. You know what? I'll build my 12x12 one. Yeah, there's fine. I'll figure out some way to get the entrance done. Or maybe not. Hang on. You know what? I'll just go underground. I don't think I've ever played a scenario where you didn't start with toilets. I have seen that before, but it is rather rare. Oh. Come on. Let me build from the entrance. There we go. Thank you. Where do you get all those U-number designs from? They come from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. They were included there in some later releases, including the release that I have. And I have my Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 connected to my Open RCT2, which is why I have all the scenarios and all the rides from there. And the landscape edges and all that stuff. Oh, is it stuck again? Fine. Maybe it's braking harder with guests or anything. And this is which is why it got stuck with guests. I'm not sure. Okay, we're getting there now. We're suddenly getting guests again. So that's good. Maybe guests aren't leaving because all the rides are free. Maybe some were leaving because they were broke. That's why I made all the rides free. Let's see how many need to go to the toilet. Yeah, those designs were some kind of contest winners indeed. 320. Well, it's going down. Oh, we actually got a first aid room. I didn't even realize we were also missing that. The toilet was much more important, so all my attention went to that missing stall. I don't know how much this stall really does. I know it does actually help people, but I don't know how many and what kind of influence it has and stuff. Alright, 133 more guests. And it's about time that we pass the scenario because I'm getting quite tired. Next YouTube video, first aid stall effectiveness. I'm not sure how I would... I suppose I would have to make... Yeah, I think I can test that. If I just made all guests super sick, there's a cheat for that. And then just had two parks, one with the first aid stall and one without. And then just checked, you know, after 5 minutes how many guests were still sick. Stuff like that. It's of course difficult to exactly test. Because guests can get unsick from all kind of other factors. Just, you know, naturally and all that kind of stuff. It's hard to isolate the exact cause. Alright, 100 more guests. Yeah, it's taking a bit longer than I expected, especially this last bit. Because you can see it, it went from 3,000 to about 3,600. It went fairly fast. And then it just slowed down. And, you know, there is some pressure on me. I have a little bit of time to talk about it. There is quite a bit of pressure on me now when I do make YouTube videos and about something factual, that to get it right. Of course you always want to get it right, but there are a lot of eyes on me. Basically everyone in the community knows I exist. And if I make a video that turns out to be wrong, and especially if it's some kind of big mistake, then I will... You know, that will be a very public mistake, and then I would either need to make an update video or potentially take the video down if it's just entirely, you know, unsavable and all that kind of stuff. And that is the thing I do worry about. Alright, 70 more guests. Let's go through the park. We have built a lot of coasters. Not all of them custom for this park. Can you make a coaster red, green and blue? Sure. RGB, I suppose. Let's make the train yellow then. Hi Marcel, wanted to say hi because I know you from YouTube videos and that you are awesome. This would be the first time that I would get to know the next YouTube video topic before it's online. Don't worry what people will say if you do a mistake. You do great content. Thank you. The next video is a mini suspended coaster overview. The one after that's a very short extra one on Saturday, which is a very bright video. And the one on Monday is about the forgotten track piece in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Alright, 20 more guests. What happened to the lighthouse? I built a coaster through it. I built a pre-build through it. I'm rather proud of this design. I really like this Mobius design. It didn't make it into the video because it's too similar to the kind of smaller version of this. With the two helixes, you know, which is the fifth one I showed off. Hey, we made it. Thank you for making the scenario. Wolgor, I think that was the name. If you're still here. Shout out for the mini sus gang in your video. Well, I did tweet today that Thursday's video is going to be hella sus. I tweeted that yesterday. Ah, you are here. Well, thank you for making the scenario. It's a good one. And yeah, this was quite a long stream. Well, it's not that long for what I used to do half a year ago. For nowadays it's long. I tend to stream a little bit shorter. Let me see if I can rate someone on Twitch. But thank you for being here. And you've been fairly generous again during this stream, which I appreciate. And it was a fun stream. Oh, here's someone with one viewer. Let's rate them. It's gonna be fun. Called Wrestling with Cats. Oh, I've rated her before. Alright, let's rate her again. Thank you very much for watching. I will send you to Wrestling with Cats. She's great. And I'll see you next live stream on Sunday where we'll continue the Giga Park. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for playing this park with me. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.